Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and today I have spent 4 hours making a farm that I messed up on. Basically what I did is I didn't mess up on the farm. The farm was perfect, it actually works really well. The thing I messed up on is I put it in the underground layer. The underground layer for a Soul of Light farm. And if you're a Terraria veteran, you know that the underground layer, you don't get Souls of Light. You have to be in the caverns layer. So I'm just saying, do not make my mistake. Make sure you head on down to the caverns layer. Just keep on going down until you find the caverns layer. Once you find the caverns layer, you're good to go. You just want to make sure you're in the caverns layer, do not do what I did. So yeah, my farm doesn't work because I put it in the wrong layer. But if I could put it down here, it would 100% work fine. So basically, just go find Caverns layer. And since mine's in the underground layer, I have to head back up. That meaning I have no Souls of Night because I put it in the wrong place, so I can't really show how efficient the farm is. I mean, I've already gotten, from me just sitting here for 5 minutes until I realized, I got 41 rotten chunks, and I just got another 22 right there. So obviously, it's gotta be pretty efficient if I'm getting that many rotten chunks. Is that let's say you have a crimson. Unlike me, who I have corruption, let's say you have one of these crimsons. I'm just gonna say it's literally the exact same thing. Just you're gonna be getting different loot. So the same farm works for crimson too, and it gives the exact same things besides the rotten chunks are swapped for the vertebrae. Just saying that for any people who want to do it in a crimson. So yeah, back to the tutorial. So once you're in the caverns layer, you want to go ahead. So what you're gonna want to do first is make a little safety box. Whoa. Okay. You want to make a safety box about this big. You can see how big that is. Pretty small, not too big. You want to make it 4 blocks high so you can use the slimy saddle. The slimy saddle in here so that if a corrupt minion comes, it'll get stuck under your slimy saddle and won't be able to do nearly as much damage. Then you want to make rooms around it with spiky bolt traps. You can see how I have it. I have 5 little segments, all with spiky bolt traps. This is the deal with corrupt mimics and the worms. Then you're going to want to make this little room off to the side. This is your timing system. And the point of the timing system is to spread out the damage so that you're doing more damage and killing them quicker. So you just want to make this little box right here, very simple with this little timing system. Basically how it works is you put a 1/4 second timer, which is a new thing they added to the game. It's a 1/4 second timer. Instead of 1 second timers, now you can run Ryers every 1/4 of a second. Then you're just going to have to set down a 1/4 of a second timer and a pressure plate. And you're going to want to have it so that it goes like that. Then you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to have 8 of these platforms and then another one. And basically how you activate it is you hold down on S. And yeah, it starts literally kind of, oh look, here's a corrupt mimic. Yeah, but basically it kind of kills everything. Also make sure there's no wires running through your water candle. That would be a good start. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the farm. And you're just going to make a huge box, which is 23 blocks tall. And basically, to make it how far you need to go wide, you base it on your own computer screen. So to figure out how wide you need to go, you just want to stand here, and you want to see how far your computer screen goes off to the side. As you can see here, mine goes pretty far, and it goes right over to where those platforms are. Once you find the very side of your screen, you're going to want to put a block so you can mark where the side of your screen is. We'll come back to that block later. So just go ahead and dig out a nice box in that area and then leave a wall right here where this is. And then, same thing on the other side, find your side and then go ahead and put a wood block. Once you've dug that all out, you're going to want to go to where the place off screen was and just make these rows. They should be 4 blocks tall in the start, and then you just want to go ahead and add conveyors to them going the direction of your safety box. So whenever loot drops, it'll come across these conveyors, drop down onto this row of conveyors, come across, and go into this little hole where you can then pick it up. So yeah, just put conveyors on this 4 blocks tall, and it will go down to 3 blocks tall once you put the conveyors in. And keep in mind that it should go 15 blocks. The conveyor should be 15 blocks, which meaning it's 15 blocks off screen. And then in the center here, you're going to make it so that no enemies can get into this hole. Basically, you're just going to make a 2 block high little thing right here, so that only items can get through. And then you're going to make this little thing coming down that goes 2 blocks down. It's a 2x2, and then you're going to have spear traps coming off of it facing in either direction. Then as well, you're going to want to have this 4 block increment right here with some of these spiky bolt traps on each side. This will also help kill the mobs. Then, off of the spiky bolt traps, you're going to make this huge box. I mean, it's not that big, but you want to fill it in and make this box. Then every 2 blocks, you're going to want to place a super dart trap. So every 2, every 2, every 2 until the very top. Now you're completely done with your box. Next is the longest part of all this. You're going to want to make sure you put walls so that entities don't stack up in areas you don't want them to. Basically, you're going to want to put walls in all the nearby caverns. A good way to find out where you need to put walls is I like to go down to the edges of the screen, edges of my box I mean, and just see wherever there are caverns on this side right through here, you're going to want to fill in with walls. As you can see, every single cavern you can see down here is all filled in with walls. Then you're going to want to go up to the top up here and do the same thing. Is it all filled in with walls? Yep, all my areas are filled in with walls. Then you're going to want to go across the top and make sure all the caverns that you can see from inside your box at the top are all filled in with walls. Then obviously to the other corner and do the exact same thing. Make sure they're all filled in with walls. Then down to your bottom corner and make sure it's the exact same thing. Then go down to the bottom and just barely get your safety box in seeing range and then see if you have walls all through there. And if you do, you've blocked all entity spawn rates around your area. This will make it so that you can be online for long periods of time without entities stacking up in places you don't want them. Hopefully this is making sense so far. If you don't understand, just leave a comment down below and I respond to every single comment that has a question. Now onto the more technical stuff, which is the wiring. The wiring's actually the easiest part as long as you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and show the wires here. I'm going to start with the red wires. How the red wires are is you want to connect them to that very first 2 set with the 1/4 second timer and the pressure plate. Just connect those 2 together and then make it so that they go up into your first just dropper. Then you want to make them go down into the other one. Then you just run a red cable across and then down. Same thing. And then over here, down and down. You may be thinking, why are you like making it this weird pattern? Like if we bring on the blue here, you can see it's just weird like every other pattern. The reason is this is to spread out the damage. That will make it so that this one will drop, the 2 red ones will drop, and then the 2 blue ones will drop. It basically just spreads out the damage and is a really good way to kill things quicker. So basically just repeat all of the wires I have on my screen. And I'll also kind of explain how it works. Then you're going to want to come up to the upper section and it's the same thing. You just alter the wires. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, blue, red, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and just so on. It's very, very simple. And I just realized I miswired because I'm so smart. Yeah, I just miswired that one. Not sure why I did that. But yeah, there you go. That's the wiring. It's very simple. It's way simpler than most of my other things. If you've seen some of my other farms, it's not very simple. This is definitely one of the simplest farms, and I just got a corruption key. How? That is so rare. That's a 1 in 2.5 thousand chance. I forgot. But yeah, there we go. That just shows how efficient this farm is, even though I literally haven't even been idled this once. So yeah, I already got a corruption key, which if you don't know is a 1 in 2.5 thousand drop chance from any mobs in the Crimson. So there's your proof. It works. That's about it. And the things that you want to use to boost your spawn rate, of course, very simple, just a water candle. That's it. You use a water candle to boost your spawn rate. And then you just go ahead, sit in your box, grab out your slimy saddle, click R, and just sit here and wait. Also, if you were smart and put it in the caverns layer, you know that Soul of Lights, they float. So basically what you're going to have to do is every once in a while just come up here and you're going to want to collect your Soul of Lights. Although none of them will despawn because all of the actual items will be coming to you. So you won't be losing any Souls of Night. Now I might have been saying Souls of Light. Sorry for that. I always say Souls of Light. I don't know why, I just realized I was saying that. But you know what I mean, Souls of Night. So yeah, I would say this is a Rotten Chunk farm, Soul of Night farm, and Random Accessory farm. I'm probably not going to be using this because I put it in the wrong section, because I'm so smart and intelligent. That's obviously a lie. But yeah, I put it in the wrong section, so I'm not going to be using it, but if you guys put it in the right section, you can be using it. Obviously, I can still use it for Rotten Chunks, which I guess is okay. And obviously, Corruption Keys too. But Souls of Night was the whole purpose I made this farm, and to show people how to get Souls of Light. And the way you don't get Souls of Light is putting it in the underground layer. That's about it for this pretty easy farm tutorial. It only took me about 4 hours to make this, and I bet if I had someone working with me, we could do it about 2 hours. So I might end up making this farm somewhere else deeper below, aka the caverns area. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful to making your own farms. And hopefully I didn't leave out anything, like that I did in the last video. This farm is working in 1.4.0.5, and everything seems to be working. Yep, and that's about it for this video, everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.